Welcome to the True Alien Podcast. Get ready, because today we're launching a paranormal probe into a truly mind-bending story.
Oh, this one's a classic.
It really is. And it proves the strange stuff out there isn't always, blurry lights way up high.
Exactly. Forget the typical flying saucers for a minute.
Yeah, we're going boots on the ground for this one. Falkville, Alabama, back in 1973. An encounter that's just bizarre. And right here on Earth.
And what makes it so compelling, I think, is how grounded it seems in a weird way. It wasn't just a quick look. It was a face-to-face, interaction between a local cop, the police chief, no less, Jeff Greenhaw.
Right, Chief Greenhaw.
And something totally inexplicable. It just throws up so many questions right away.
Absolutely. And he's the key figure in our paranormal probe today. Like you said, not some fringe guy.
Yeah.
He's the chief of police. Small town. Comes face-to-face with something. Metallic.
Yeah.
So our mission today, pretty straightforward. Dig into the details, look at what happened after, and try to sort the fact from the fiction.
Or at least the genuinely strange from maybe the stuff that got amplified later.
Exactly. Look at the evidence, what there is of it, think about the implications, and really help you, the listener, understand what went down and why this weird story still matters.
And you have to think about the context, too. Rural Alabama, 73. No internet, no 24-hour news cycles like now.
Right. Different world. A report like this, it would have hit different in that community.
Totally. Okay, so let's set the scene.
October 17th, 1973. Late. Around 10 o'clock at night.
Yep. Chief Greenhaw gets a call.
And it's not routine. A woman, apparently frantic, reporting a UFO landing just outside Falkville.
Wow. Okay, so what's going through his head? You're the police chief, you get that call, duty calls. But you got to be skeptical, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, cops hear all sorts of things. Healthy skepticism is probably standard.
UFO reports back then, probably like now, often end up being, planes or weather balloons or
just honest mistakes.
Right. But Greenhaw, he takes it seriously enough. He decides he has to check it out.
So he drives out there, rural spot near Falkville.
And at first?
Nothing. Nada. No crashed saucer, no weird lights, just a quiet country road at night.
Okay, so maybe the woman was mistaken. Or maybe whatever she saw was already gone.
Could be. But that initial nothing there
Yeah.
makes what happens next even stranger.
This is where it gets really weird.
Totally. He's got to pack it in, leave, and bam, his headlights catch something. Side of the road.
And definitely not a deer or a person you'd expect to see.
Not even close. This is, the description is the core of it all.
It really is. Humanoid shape, basically. Maybe 7 to 6 feet tall.
Yeah, average height. But covered, head to toe, in something shiny, metallic, like foil.
Almost exactly like aluminum foil. That's the common description. Some accounts add little details, like maybe a dome-shaped head, an antenna.
It varies slightly,
Yeah.
but the overall picture is consistent. Shiny, metallic figure. What strikes you about that description?
Well, the artificial look, it doesn't sound biological, does it? It sounds manufactured, like a robot or someone in a very, very strange suit.
Yeah, built not born is a good way to put it. That metallic thing is just unusual for these kinds of reports, often.
It is. It makes you think outside the usual gray alien box, Opens up other possibilities.
Okay, so Greenhaw sees this thing. Unbelievable sight. What does he do? He tries to talk to it.
Makes sense. Calls out.
Yep. Shouts at it. Gets zero response. Nothing. Just these weird movements it was making. Stiff, jerky.
Robotic. That's the word always used.
Exactly. The fact it didn't react at all, that's significant, right?
I think so. Does it mean it couldn't understand or didn't care? Or maybe it wasn't processing sound the way we do, like a machine.
Could be. So then, thinking fast, he grabs his camera, a Polaroid.
Man, in 1973, instant photos, but not exactly high-res digital.
Right. But he gets 4 pictures off.
Yeah.
And they exist. They're grainy night photos, lots of reflection from the headlight.
But you can see something there, a shape, humanoid-ish, and definitely reflective, which matches the metallic description.
They're not proof positive for a hardcore skeptic, maybe. But there's something. Tangible evidence he saw. Well, something unusual and physical.
Agreed. They corroborate his core claim.
And then the figure starts to move away.
Despite the jerky, stiff movements.
Yeah, that's the paradox. It looks awkward, but it starts moving down the road, then cuts into a field. And here's the kicker. It moves fast.
Unnaturally fast.
Like really fast. Especially for something that looked like it could barely walk smoothly.
And Greenhaw was consistent about that detail, the speed. That's crucial. He's a police officer. He pursues it.
First in his car, lights flashing, then he jumps out, chases it on foot.
And he can't keep up.
Nope, it outruns him easily.
This metal man just disappears into the dark field. Gone.
Wow. Just like that. Vanished.
That sudden vanishing act, that's common in these high strangeness cases too, isn't it?
It is. Leaves the witness standing there like, what just happened? Reinforces that feeling of dealing with something not normal, operating by different rules. Okay, so Greenhaw is left there. Mind blown, probably.
Yeah.
He's got this incredible story, these blurry photos. He does his duty, reports it, shows the pictures.
And this is where the story takes that really unfortunate turn for him personally.
Yeah. It's a pattern we see too often, sadly.
It really is.
Yeah.
Instead of a serious investigation or even just support, what does he get?
Ridicule, disbelief, his job on the line.
What?
Why does that happen so often?
It's complex. I think people, society, institutions, we struggle with things that don't fit. We want neat boxes, rational explanations.
Then when there isn't one.
The easiest thing is to dismiss the messenger, mock them, assume they must be mistaken or lying or crazy.
And Greenhaw got the full treatment. The media ran with it, but not in a serious way. More like local sheriff sees spaceman kind of thing.
Right, dismissive. And you can imagine in a small town, the whispers, the looks, it isolates you.
And the official response. Was there any real investigation into the photos, the first UFO report?
Doesn't seem like it. Basically nothing. It was just dismissed, like they just wanted it to go away.
Which you could say maybe they just didn't believe it, didn't have resources.
Or it fuels the other kind of cover-up. Maybe they didn't want to know or didn't want others to know.
And it gets worse for Greenhaw. The ridicule wasn't the end. Pretty soon after, he's out as police chief. Forced out.
His marriage ends, too. The stress, the pressure, it took a massive toll.
And then the fire. His trailer burns down.
In circumstances described as suspicious. Highly suspicious.
That's a brutal sequence of events, isn't it? Report something impossible, get mocked, lose your job, lose your marriage, then your home burns down, possibly destroying the original photos.
It's deeply troubling when you look at patterns in other high strangeness cases, alleged witness intimidation. This sequence raises serious red flags.
Suspicious feels like putting it mildly.
Yeah.
It's hard to just chalk that all up to coincidence or bad luck.
Very hard. The timing, the destruction of potential evidence, it adds another layer of deep concern to the whole affair.
Okay, let's pull back. Look at the big picture. Key takeaways from the Falkville Metal Man. What stands out? For me, first off, it shows strange encounters aren't just lights in the sky.
Definitely. This highlights the sheer variety of weirdness people report. The reality, if these things are real, is probably way more complex and diverse than just, saucers and grays.
And the physical nature of it. The description, the movement, and especially that speed.
The speed combined with the awkward movement, that's the core anomaly, isn't it? It just doesn't compute in normal terms. How does something that looks like that move so fast?
Right. It really challenges simple explanations.
It does.
And maybe the most disturbing part, the fallout for Greenhaw. What happened to him? It shows the real personal cost that can come with reporting something unbelievable.
Absolutely. It makes you wonder how many other people have seen things but kept quiet, fearing exactly that kind of reaction.
Yeah, that chilling effect is real. A police chief gets treated like that.
Yeah.
What chance does an ordinary person think they have?
Exactly. Okay, let's shift into our true alien show analysis mode. Theories time.
Okay. The metallic thing. It screams robot, right?
Yeah.
Like a probe. An alien scout. Classic sci-fi idea, but maybe.
It's a logical thought. If you're exploring somewhere potentially hazardous, sending an automated probe makes sense. Less risk than sending biological crew. The description kind of fits.
Then there's the darker angle.
Mm-hmm.
Witness suppression. What happened to Greenhaw? The ridicule, losing his job, the fire. It sounds eerily like stories you hear. Alleged tactics to silence people.
It doesn't line with that pattern, unfortunately. Proving it is another matter, of course, but the sequence of events is undeniably suggestive. It makes you wonder.
It almost has that Men in Black vibe, doesn't it? Not literally guys in suits, maybe, but the idea of some force intervening after a sighting to shut things down, discredit the witness.
The MIB lore probably taps into those real anxieties and those kinds of anecdotal accounts. The Falkville case definitely shares that element of a bizarre encounter followed by severe negative consequences for the witness's life.
Okay, stepping back from aliens for a sec. Could it be terrestrial? Like a failed experiment?
How so?
Like maybe some secret government project? An early android? Or someone testing powered armor? Something that got out or malfunctioned?
That's speculative, obviously, but
Okay.
maybe not impossible. Early robotics were jerky. Maybe experimental tech could explain the speed. And if it was secret, that would explain wanting to shut Greenhaw up and cover it up fast.
It's another angle to consider.
Yeah.
Now, let's nail down some facts, things we know or are reasonably sure about.
Okay. 1. Greenhaw stuck to his story consistently for years, despite everything.
That consistency under pressure counts for something, doesn't it? Suggests he genuinely believed what he saw.
It does lend credibility. It's hard to maintain a lie like that for so long under that kind of scrutiny.
2. That speed. We keep coming back to it because it's so central. A stiff, robotic thing outrunning a cop. That defies easy explanation.
It's the detail that trips up most debunking attempts, like the guy in a suit theory. How does a suit make you faster, especially one that makes you move stiffly?
3. No one ever confessed to a hoax.
Right. Decades later, you'd think if it was just some kids or locals pulling a prank, someone would have bragged about it or the story would have leaked, but nothing.
4. That fire still feels incredibly suspicious given the timing and context.
Undeniably, the destruction of his home, potentially the photos, it's a huge question mark hanging over the case.
And 5. Remember how it started, that initial call about a UFO landing?
Yeah, we can't forget that. It suggests Greenhaw's encounter wasn't isolated. It might have been connected to something else happening right then, right there.
Okay, let's look at alternate theories again. Plausible-ish ones first.
Well, the elaborate hoax by locals. We mentioned the lack of confession. Motive is also unclear. Why target Greenhaw? Why that specific bizarre costume? Seems overly complicated for a prank.
Or maybe misidentified person. Someone in weird gear like protective clothing, firefighter suit, hazmat.
Maybe, but again, the speed. And the description doesn't perfectly match standard gear. And why would they run? Why no response? It doesn't quite line up.
Okay, now, let's go wild. What are the really out there possibilities?
Okay. Extraterrestrial biological entity, an EBE, but wearing some kind of environmental suit.
A malfunctioning robot, either alien or ours.
A time traveler, maybe their gear got damaged, stranded.
Ooh, or even something weirder, like a psychic projection somehow made real, like a tulpa.
Yeah, see, once you leave conventional explanations, the possibilities get pretty vast and strange.
One more connection to think about, Pascagoula.
Right. The abduction case in Mississippi, also October 1973.
Same month. And not that far away, geographically speaking. And what did the witnesses there describe?
Robotic-looking beings. Wrinkled skin, but very mechanical movements, claws. Not exactly the metal man, but definitely in that non-biological, strange entity category.
So was there some kind of flap? A cluster of encounters with mechanical-type beings in that region that month?
It's a fascinating possibility. That temporal and geographic proximity is really intriguing. Makes you wonder if these events were linked somehow.
And that initial UFO report that started it all in Falkville. What happened with that? It just seems like a dead end in the story.
It does. We don't know if anyone followed up with the woman who called or what she actually saw. Was the metal man dropped off by whatever she reported? Or was it unrelated?
It's a frustrating loose end. Could be key to understanding the whole thing.
Definitely a missed opportunity in the investigation, such as it was.
So, the Falkville metal man. What are we left with? A story that just defies easy answers. Was it a prank gone wrong?
A genuine encounter with something else.
Yeah.
Alien, robotic, interdimensional.
Or something terrestrial but secret. It's a genuine head-scratcher.
It really is. Its enduring mystery comes from how it challenges our neat categories and just refuses to be easily explained away. It's a standout case.
And the impact on Chief Greenhaw. It's a really stark, unsettling reminder, isn't it? Reporting something truly unbelievable can come at a terrible personal cost.
It highlights that whole complex mess. The individual experience, how society reacts with skepticism, how official channels often fail when faced with the genuinely unknown.
So we really encourage you, the listener, think back over the details from this paranormal probe. The weird description, the speed, the photos, the fire, the fallout. What stands out to you?
Yeah, mull over the implications. If Greenhaw's story is basically true, what does that suggest about reality? About the kinds of things people might actually be encountering. Things way outside our normal understanding.
Keep those minds open, folks. Stay curious. And never stop asking questions about what's out there. This has been the True Alien Podcast.